wherever you are listening or watching Radio Afinju. The time is 9 a.m.
Ẹ bá mi pè o. Àfínjú. Kí lorúkọ rẹ̀? Àfínjú. Rédíò. Àfínjú. Gbogbo èèyàn ló ń gbọ́ àfínjú. Gbogbo èèyàn ló ń wo àfínjú. Lórí WhatsApp. Àfínjú. Instagram. Àfínjú. Facebook. Àfínjú. Lórí X. Àfínjú. Lórí YouTube. Àfínjú. Lórí TikTok. Àfínjú. Kí lorúkọ rẹ̀? Àfínjú. Ẹ bá mi pè o. Àfínjú. Rédíò. Àfínjú. Gbogbo èèyàn ló ń gbọ́ àfínjú. Gbogbo èèyàn ló ń wo àfínjú. Gbogbo èèyàn ló ń gbọ́ àfínjú. Gbogbo èèyàn ló ń wo àfínjú. Rédíò àfínjú. Rédíò àfínjú. Rédíò àfínjú.
For the best music,
show me capital business, show me character dickiness, show.
seasoned sport presentation,
Round 10 begins. If they complete this round,
balanced and objective news reportage, and all-round entertainment. Listen to the jewel of the pack of radios in this class. Tune in to Radio Afinju right here in Oshobo, Osun State.
Hey there, Super Kids! Are you ready for a ride of fun and learning? Get ready to blast off on Kids Arena with Auntie Pearl and crew on Radio Afinju every Saturday, 9 to 10 a.m. Listen to stories that will tickle your bones, games that will blow your mind, and music that will make you dance like no one's watching. There's also lots of surprises and gifts to be won. So gather your friends, turn up the volume, let's have fun and make awesome memories together with Auntie Pearl and crew on Radio Afinju.
I love you, you love me. We're a happy family with a great big hug and a kiss from me to you. Won't you say you love me too? I love you, you love me. We're best friends like friends should be, with a great big hug and a kiss from me to you. Won't you say you love me too?
We are best like friends should be, with a great big hug and a kiss from me to you. Won't you say you love me too? Yes, won't you say you love me too? You're welcome to another interesting and exciting episode of Kiddies Arena on Radio Afinju. If this is your first time here, don't be surprised. Don't be surprised. This is where we come together to enjoy our weekend, to laugh, to learn, to play games, and also have awesome memories together. This is Kiddies Arena on Radio Afinju. You know, once it's 9 a.m., it is time for the kids to gather around, and not just the kids, the whole family, mommy, daddy, uncle, sister, granny, grandpa. You are all invited. Also, you're not left out, so because we'll always learn together every Saturday. My name is Tolulope Awoyale. You can also call me Tiana, and do not forget to follow Radio Afinju on all our social media platforms at Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, X, all at Radio Afinju. This morning, I have Sophie in the studio with me. Good morning. How are you?
Good morning. I'm doing very well. Thank you.
You sound so chill. I love that vibe. Your vibe is so chill this morning. You had a very, very good week then. How was your week?
Actually, it was quite the opposite. Not a very, very good week. But yeah, it was a very long week. I had to go for my internship.
Oh, that's nice. That's nice.
Well, let's go with what Auntie Tia said
Yeah.
about that. Yeah, it's nice.
If you know, you know.
If you know, you know. It's actually nice. And this morning, I am here sitting right here with you on Kiddies Arena. Of course, today we are going to learn a lot. We're going to learn
definitely.
grammar, storytelling, current affairs. Last week, because of our time, we were unable to go through current affairs. But this morning, we'll be having current affairs and also be having word of the day. So it's a fully packed show for everybody, the kids, the parents, the guardians, the teachers, because we all are learning on Kiddies Arena. So tell your friend to tell another friend that Kiddies Arena is live now on Radio Afinju. And with
Yeah.
that said, my name is Sofiat Abidimi Azan.
All right, just like you heard from Sophie, we have a lot of segments, fantastic and beautiful segments on the show. We have the storytelling segment where we bring you different story and you will definitely enjoy and also learn morals from the story, and also grammar. That is where we go into English language and then we teach you tenses, how to construct your sentences and statements well, where to put your punctuation marks, where not to put them, and how to ask your questions correctly, how to write your essays, your article, your composition, letters, very, very well. And also current affairs. Sometimes we go back in time, sometimes we visit some beautiful places you might want to visit, and then word of the day, we pick out some few words from the dictionary. We give you the synonyms and the antonyms and also example sentences, how you can use them in your sentences. So you can see that the program is a very, very interesting one. So now tell a friend to listen to and join and tune in to Radio Afinju for Kids Arena, because it is on right now. So now we'll go on a short break, and then when we come back, we'll start the show, because I'm giving you this break so that you can quickly gather all your friends together. We'll be right back. This is still Kiddies Arena. Yeah, welcome back. This is still Kiddies Arena on Radio Afinju. And now we're going to the first segment. My story this morning is Forged in Silence. Forged in Silence. What was forged in silence? Let's get into the story together. There was a village where the river sang louder than the people. Every morning, families fetched water, washed clothes, and spoke in the rhythm of current. Among them lived a young man named Luan. The blacksmith's apprentice. He was quiet, strong, trained to follow his master's command, even when to strike, when to cool the metal, when to rest. But inside him, something kept stirring, a voice that whispered of shapes no one has ever forged before. He wanted to craft things that were not just useful, but beautiful. When he shared this thought once, his master laughed. "Beauty doesn't fit a man," he said. "The hammer knows only purpose." So Luan walked and waited. Every night, he would sneak to the riverbank and with scraps of metal and shape them under the moonlight. Not tools, but art. A bird with iron wings, a flower that would never wilt. The river watched in silence, carrying away his sparks. When his master discovered what he had been doing, the workshop door closed to him forever. No job, no roof, only the river's voice, endless and low. Days passed before Luan finally gathered his pieces, walked to the market on his own. The crowd mocked him at first. What use were of iron flowers to farmers? But one woman bought a single bird, saying, "Sometimes beauty feeds the heart." Years later, travelers spoke of a blacksmith by the river who forged metal that seems to breathe. They said he never took an apprentice, never sought fame, but he only worked alone, in rhythm with the water that had always known his name. Now to the moral of the story. Independence is not found in rebellion, but in quiet conviction, the courage to keep shaping your truth, even when the world does not understand. I'll take that again. Independence is not found in rebellion, but in quiet conviction, the courage to keep shaping your truth, even when the world does not understand. And that brings me to the end of my story titled Forged in Silence. And that's also a beautiful story. What, Sophie, what could you depict from the story? What's your take on it?
I feel like there's sometimes we have to check around us to see what's not like. Luan saw, okay, this thing has been there over and over. Then he saw something he thought about it and felt like, okay, let's be different. So like we've always said, different. You don't have to follow everybody's route. Aside from the moral lesson of the story, you can be different. Think about something new. You can forge your own identity, your own uniqueness, like Luan did. Now everybody will not forget Luan because he brought something new to the village, to the beauty around the stream as well. So that's a beautiful story. Yes,
it is. Just like you said, everyone was making, even his boss was making cutlass, axe, shovel, and every other thing that a farmer would need, but he was not doing what a farmer is going to need. He was just crafting beauty out of his own creativity. So that was what made him different, and that was how he sought his independence. And then it was not just that he wanted to just leave, he wanted to just stop working for his boss out of rebellion or maybe because he's rude, no, but because he was there to be different. And that is all for our story this morning. That was a very quick one. So now, quickly, we are going to the next segment, which is the grammar segment. And I don't know what teacher Sophie, our English teacher Sophie, will be giving us this morning. Over to you, ma.
Auntie is trying to play with me this morning.
Anyway, playing.
Okay, let's just move on from what she said to the English grammar segment this morning. This morning we are looking at something we've had an idea of. Okay. We are looking at determiners. And this morning under determiners we'll be defining for us what determiners are, functions of determiners in a sentence, and types of determiners, and how to possibly identify determiners. What is the usefulness of determiners in a sentence? So grab your pen, grab your book, tell a friend to tell another friend that today we are learning something new, determiners. So let's look at the definition. Determiners are words placed before nouns to provide more information about them. Determiners are words placed before noun to provide more information about them. They help us understand which noun we are referring to, how many of it there are, or who owns it. Determiners help us know which noun we are referring to, how many of it there are, or who owns it. Without determiners, sentences may sound vague or incomplete. Without determiners, sentences may sound vague or incomplete because it is not giving us more information. We don't know who owns an object. We don't know how many things we are talking about. We don't know what we are referring to exactly. So without determiners, we might listen to some sentence. We might even write some sentence. I'll start to wonder, what's this? So determiners give us more information about a sentence. Let us know what we are referring to, what are we referring to, who owns an object, how many is the object. So that is what determinants is all about. Let's look at an example here. I saw boy in the class. I saw boy in the class. You start to wonder, what's that? I saw boy in the class. It's very unclear to you, right? But when we look at I saw a boy in the class, I saw a boy in the class. Now it is clear that we are talking about one boy. Probably you have 16 pupils in a class, so you want to tell maybe your friends when you get to your house. Okay, when I got to class today, I only met a boy. I saw one boy in class. But you just got to and say I saw boy in the class. You'll start to wonder, who is the English teacher? So that's what we're saying. Determiners will give you more information about quantity of an object, tell you who you're referring to, and tells you who owns an object. It is giving you more information, and it is coming before a noun. So have that in mind. Like I said earlier, determiners are words placed before nouns to provide more information about them. So that is the definition of determiners. And let's look at functions of determiners, uses of determiners, importance of determiners. What are determiners used for? When we see them in a sentence, what is it trying to tell us? Why are they useful in a sentence? The first one, they introduce nouns. They introduce nouns. Like we have in our sentence, I saw a boy. Our determiner there is a boy. A. It is giving us the number of the boy in the class, which is 1. I saw a boy. So a boy there is actually our noun. So the determiner A is introducing our noun in the sentence. I saw a boy. They introduce nouns. That is functions of determiner. Another one, they clarify whether a noun is specific or general. They clarify whether a noun is specific or general. When we're talking about, okay, I saw the cat flying over the roof. I saw the cat flying over the roof. You are telling us about a specific cat. Probably, okay, they say a cat is missing, Buyer's cat is missing. So you're trying to say, oh yes, I saw the cat flying over the roof. You're being specific about the cat. But when you say I saw a cat flying over the roof, a cat can be anybody's cat. It can be my cat. It can be Auntie's cat. It can be your teacher's cat. But you are not being specific about it. I saw a cat flying over the roof. A cat. You're not saying the cat. Whose cat? You're not giving us more specific information about it. So when we see determinants, it will help us to know, to tell us whether a noun is specific or being general. Another function of determiners, they show quantity or number. Like I said earlier, they show quantity or number. I was given 2 dozens of egg. I was given 2 dozens of egg. You're giving us the specific number of eggs you were given. I was given 2 dozens of egg. So determiners will give us more information about the noun in our sentence. They are helping us. They're giving us more information, telling us the quantity of an object. That is another function of determiner. Another function, they indicate possession or ownership. They indicate possession or ownership. For example, this is my pen. This is my pen. My pen. You're giving us ownership, possession. The my there is the determiner. It is giving us, okay, it is telling us who owns the particular pen we are referring to. So the pen, that is my pen. This is my pen. My there is a determiner. And we have another one. They help from questions about nouns. They help from questions about noun. Last week we talked about question formations. So you can see our lessons are progressing. We are learning from the previous class and bringing our past knowledge into this class. That is why you don't have to miss any episode, so you can actually relate to whatever we are teaching in our next class. So determiners also help us from questions about nouns. They give us, okay, is it who? Am I to use the WH question type? Am I asking a yes or no question? Am I using a negative or positive question? These things we learn together, and these determiners as well will help us know how to form our questions right. Now let's look at the major types of determiners. We've defined determiners as something that is giving us as words, giving us more information about our noun, telling us more about our noun. We've looked at the functions, and now let's look at the types of determiners we have. We would not be discussing everything on this show, but we'll be talking about 4 or 5 types of determiners we have. The first one, articles. We have articles are the most common type of determiners. We have the article the, article a and an, article the, article a and an. So remember when we did article as a broad English grammar topic on this show, when Nancy Pearl was still on the show with us. So this morning, article is a type of determiners. It's a type of determiner. It is giving us more information about her now. And remember, we have the definite article the. This is used when referring to a specific noun known to both the speaker and the listener. This is used to refer to a specific noun known to both the speaker and the listener. For example, the dog barked all night. Probably it's your neighbor's dog, and you're trying to they ask you, why were you not able to sleep very well? You're trying to say, the dog barked all night. You know the dog. Whoever you're telling this sentence also knows the dog. So the dog barked all night. So definite article the is used to refer to something specific now that is both known to the speaker and the listener. That is definite article the. And we have indefinite article a and an. Indefinite article a, letter a, and an, an. So this is the indefinite article a and an. This is used when referring to a non-specific or general noun. Or general noun. You're not being specific about what you're telling, about the noun you're telling us about. So for example, a cat is sleeping on the roof. You don't know whose cat it is, so you're just trying to say, okay, a cat is sleeping on the roof. I have another one. An orange is on the table. You're not being specific about the particular orange. You're not saying, okay, probably someone's asking about the orange they kept in the refrigerator. So just being general about it. An orange is on the table. And remember, what we're talking about, the article as a bigger topic, a broader topic on this show, we said you use article a to start a word that is starting with a consonant letter. A is used to refer to a noun that is starting with a consonant letter. We have a dog, a bag, a dog, a bag, a pen, a pencil. But use an indefinite article an to refer to a noun that is starting with a vowel letter. For example, an orange, an umbrella, an elephant. So you know what we talk about, consonant sounds and vowel sounds. So when we have definite article a, it is used to refer to a word that is starting with a consonant sound, and definite article an is used to refer to a word that is beginning with a vowel sound. And we have another type of determiner. The second one, we've just finished talking about the determiner, the article, definite article the, and indefinite article a and an. So the second type of determiner we have here this morning is demonstrative determiners. These point out which particular person or thing we mean. Which particular person or thing we mean. They show distance, near or far, and number, singular or plural. Demonstrative, they point out which particular thing we're referring to. They show number, is it singular, is it plural, and they help show distance. Probably an object is far or near. For example, this, 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 that is singular. And we have this bag is new, that is our determiner. This is our determiner, demonstrative determiner. It is telling us about the particular the quantity of the bag. This bag is new. This bag, just one. This bag is new. Then we have the plural form, days, THESE, days. These books are mine. These books are mine. CHESE, theirs. Then we have the books. It is pluralized. These books are mine. So you're giving us the quantity of an object. This book is mine, and we have the plural. These books are mine. Determiners are giving us more information about our noun. Our noun here is book. So when we see this, yeah, okay, this, we're only referring to something singular. You're referring to one. This, you're referring to two. And another example of demonstrative determiners, we have that. That is singular. This is showing something that is far. That. This is showing something that is far. That house is beautiful. That house is beautiful. This is showing distance. That house is beautiful. It's showing, oh, it's very far from where we are. That house is beautiful. I'll use this when something is near. This house is beautiful. So we are showing distance. We are showing quantity, number of objects we are referring to in demonstrative determiner. And we also have the third type of determiner this morning. We have the quantifiers. Quantifiers tell us how much or how many of something we have. Quantifiers tell us of how much or how many of something we have. They do not give the exact number, but express quantity. They are not telling us whether the object is 1, it's 2, it's 3, but they are quantifying something for us. They're just giving us the knowledge. Probably it's small in quantity, it's big in quantity. And we have example of these words. We have some, many, much, few, little, several, all, a lot of. We have different examples of quantifiers. They're giving us more information about our noun. They're giving us the quantity of a noun. They're giving us more information about the quantity of a noun. For example, I have some oranges. I have some oranges. The orange definitely is more than one. It's more than two. In fact, it could be more than three. So quantifiers, the sum is giving us more information about the orange. It is telling us, okay, the amount, the quantity of our noun orange in the sentence. I have some oranges. Another example, all the children were happy. All the children were happy. All, that is our quantifier. It is not giving us it is not telling us 1, 2, 3, 4 children. All of them. They could be 6, they could be 7, they could be 10 in number. All the children were happy. That is, all is our quantifier. The children is a noun. It is giving us, it is quantifying and now in a sentence. Another determiner, possessive determiners. This show possession or ownership. Like I said earlier, that functions of determiners, they help us show possession or ownership. This show possession or ownerships. For example, my, your, is, are, its, her, there. This is showing ownership, possession or ownership, answering the question, who owns it, telling us the owner of an object. For example, my brother is a doctor. My brother is the doctor. My, that is our determiner. Brother, that is a noun. So my is giving us more information about the brother. It is giving us the possession. Whose brother is the doctor? My brother is a doctor. Another example, our house is near the school. Our house is near the school. House, anybody's house can be near the school, but it's giving us more information about whose house is near the school. Our house is near the school. So the terminals will give us more information about our now, will tell us who owns an object, the number, the quantity of our now in a sentence. And we have the fifth type of determiners. That is where we'll be stopping this morning. Actually, numeral determiners. Numerals are also used as determiners to show number or position. This is used to show number or position. And we have the cardinal numbers and we have the ordinal numbers. Cardinal numbers show how many. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10, 12. This is showing us how many. I have 2 pencils. 2 pencils. 2 is our determiner here. It is giving us more information about the quantity of pencil we have in our possession. You can just say I have pencils. You have pencils. We already know that, okay, you're pluralizing the pencil. You're not having 1. Definitely you must have 2 or more than 2. But you're giving us more information about the pencil. I have 2 pencils. And we have for the ordinal numbers, we have show position or order. Remember, cardinal is telling us how many. Ordinal is showing position or order. We have the first, second, third, 10th, 5th, 12th. You're giving us the position or order. And for example, she came third in the race. You're giving us the position. She came third. Third is our determiner. She came third in the race. And in conclusion for this morning lesson on determiners are small but essential parts of English grammar. They clarify the meaning of nouns and make our sentences more precise and meaningful. Whether we are pointing something out, showing ownership, or asking questions, determiners play a vital role in communication. So determiners, like we said earlier, will give us more information about our noun, will tell us about ownership, will help us form our questions right, would describe something for us fully, will make us know the quantity. So determiners are very essential in our English grammar, while we are writing. So it will give us more information about our noun and to make more sense to tell us about our noun. So we have determiners, we have the possessive determiners, we have the demonstrative determiners, we have the articles the, a, and an, and we also have the quantifiers as type of our determiners. There are still many more types of determiners, so you might want to sit alone at home and look for more. And that is where we're going to be stopping on English grammar this morning.
Okay, you can see I told you that teacher Sophie is going to give you a very, very well detailed lesson and lecture on the grammar segment this morning, guys. We'll go on a short break now. Then when we come back, we'll go to the next segment, which is the current affairs. And I don't know where we are going today. Maybe we are going back in time in history, or we are visiting a place today. I do not know, but when we get back, we'll get into it.
Life no get duplicate.
Na so ẹ̀mí ò láàárọ̀ o.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni.
Tẹ́ jẹ́jẹ́ o.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni o. Make you take am easy.
Na so o.
Radio Afinju says if you drink, don't drive. If you drive, don't drink.
Tẹ́ jẹ́jẹ́ o.
Make you take am easy.
Na so o.
This awareness is brought to you by Radio Afinju.
Maka akụkọ okwu gbasara ndọrọndọrọ ọchịchị, egwu ma ọ bụ ihe na-eme na Naịjirịa ma ọ bụ ihe na-eme na mba ofesi, omenani, mgbasa ozi, ihe ndị a niile dị na Radio Afinju. N'eziokwu, Radio Afinju bụ nke izizi na radio stations na Osun State. Radio Afinju bụ amaala n'ịgbasa ozi.
What's up, Naija? Did you miss any entertainment gist or music updates over the week? And if yes, then Catch Up is what you need to stay informed. Catch Up is loaded with 3 mind-blowing segments. Are you fascinated with the gbas-gbos on social media? Let's talk about it on What Trended over the week. Music lovers, it's time to get your playlist updated with our top 10 songs. Then, brace yourself to explore the world as we take you places. There is no other way to get you updated than Catch Up. Join Spicy Honey Drops and your radio gem on Catch Up every Saturday,
3 p.m. to 5 p.m.
on Radio Afinju for a moment of fun. Don't worry, Catch Up got you covered.
Orí kò dá mi re, òrìṣà má jẹ́ n ṣòwò àṣenù.
Ìtọ̀sẹ̀ ló lọ́yọ̀ọ́, ipa abẹ́rẹ́ báyìí sì lókun ń tọ̀. Àwọn àgbà tún bọ̀ wọ́n ní ọmọ tó gbàgbé ilé ó ṣàpò ìyàkọ́. Ká má bàa gbàgbé ìtọ̀sẹ̀, ká má bàa gbàgbé ilé, ká sì má bàa gbàgbé iṣẹ́ àwọn bàbá wa. Ní rédíò Afinju fi gbé ètò ìṣẹ̀dálẹ̀ wa kalẹ̀ láti máa ṣe ìgbélárugẹ àṣà, ẹ̀sìn, èdè àti ìṣe ìran káàárọ̀ òjíire. Ní gbogbo ọjọ́bọ̀ Thursday ní dédé aago 12 ọ̀sán ní ètò ìṣẹ̀dálẹ̀ wa ó mọ gorí àtẹ ní rédíò Afinju lórí àtẹ àwọn ayélujára Facebook àti YouTube. Ẹ tẹ rédíò Afinju sórí àtẹ tiyín, ẹ ó sì lè darapọ̀ mọ́ wa. Sheriff Ajadi ọmọ wọn nílùú Fáòròlú, Òròlú ọmọ Akẹ̀láwẹ̀, ọmọ aládé ìṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ fún. Òun ni yóò mọ tọ́kùn ètò tẹ̀yìn ara ilé náà ó sì máa gbádùn ẹ̀. Ìṣẹ̀dálẹ̀ wa kí ìtọ̀sẹ̀ ìran Yorùbá ó má bàa parun.
Orí ló dá Ọ̀ṣun sóde ìgèdè, orí kò dá mi re, òrìṣà má jẹ́ n ṣòwò àṣenù.
Our help is in the name of the Lord. Our help is in the name of the Lord. For the Lord our God is mighty.
I will praise you in the sanctuary.
Your Sunday experience just got better with elevating gospel gems and gist that will put you in the right atmosphere.
Them say the blessing where you do, Ojo. Them say the salvation where you do, Ojo.
We are victorious. We are victorious.
Searching for where to get news about your favorite gospel icon or know what's trending in a Christendom? Gospel and Vibes is your every Sunday tonic, packed with 2 amazing segments. The ultimate Sunday blessings, where you listen to beautiful gospel gems, guaranteed to get you praising the Almighty. You also get to listen to the latest gospel and church gist, keeping you updated about what's trending in the gospel scene. Listen to the scripture through God's servants with inspiring messages to uplift and empower you. Join Bukola Karim, The Books, and Tolulope Awoyale, Tiana, every Sunday from 2:30 p.m. to 4 p.m. for Gospel and Vibes for an unforgettable experience that will leave you feeling uplifted, inspired, and connected to your faith. So get ready to elevate your spirit and ignite your soul.
Authentic God.
For the best music,
Show me capital business, show me character dickiness,
season sport presentation,
Round 10 begins. If they complete this round,
balanced and objective news reportage, and all-round entertainment. Listen to the jewel of the pack of radios in this class. Tune in to Radio Afinju right here in Oshobo, Osun State.
For up-to-date tori wey no get filter.
Politics matter.
Sports.
Ya lo hace. Pierna derecha, directo al arco. ¡Golazo! ¡Golazo!
Culture. Naija and Obodo Oyibo music. Advertisement wey go reach your customer home and abroad.
This is incredible.
Na on top Radio Afinju you go hear am.
You can't be serious.
Na so. Radio Afinju be baba for all radio stations wey dey Osogbo, Osun State. Radio Afinju na better level for broadcasting.
Alrighty then.
Welcome back from that short break, and I hope you've brushed your teeth this morning. There's a new person in the studio with us today that we need to ask. Assuming we have a constant person with us, but we have a new person in the studio with us today. So we have to ask, have you brushed your teeth this morning? Because the song actually said from the back to the front, you should brush. Don't rush. It's not the one you just enter the bedroom and then you just rush and come out. You calm down, brush your teeth very well to fight against decay. So yes, you have to brush your teeth. So if you've not brushed your teeth, make sure that immediately after you listen to Kiddies Arena this morning, you go immediately, rush and brush your teeth to fight against decay, and everybody around you will be happy. Yes, we are still on Kiddies Arena, and then we are going into the next segment, which is current affairs. Like I said before, I don't know if we are going back in time in history or we are visiting a very beautiful place today. I don't know. That's left to Sophie to tell us. So over to you.
Yes, you're welcome back from that beautiful break, and right now we're looking at the current affairs segment. If we could remember, last 2 weeks we had this holiday in our school, October 1st holiday. We're happy. It was on a Wednesday. There was no school. Okay, so what was the significance of the holiday? Why did we have that holiday? That is what we're talking about this morning. Nigeria's Independence Day. We were supposed to take this last week because I promised that we'll be taking it last week, but because of our time we weren't able to look at it. But this morning we're talking about Nigeria's Independence Day. Nigeria's Independence Day is one of the most important national celebrations in the country. It is observed every year on October 1st to mark the Independence Day of Nigeria. Nigeria gained freedom from British colonial rule in 1916. This historic day represents the birth of a free and independent nation, and it reminds every Nigerian of the struggles, hopes, and unity that led to the country's self-governance. Before independence, Nigeria had been under the British control since the late 19th century. The movement for independence began to grow stronger in the 1940s and 1950s. Led by great nationalists and freedom fighters such as Dr. Nnamdi Azikiwe, Chief Obafemi Awolowo, Sir Ahmadu Bello, and Chief Anthony Enahoro. Their efforts through political negotiations, campaigns, and unity among different regions of the country paved the way for independence. On October 1, 1960, Nigeria officially became a sovereign nation. The Union Jack, which was the flag of Britain, was lowered, and the green and white national flag was hoisted for the first time. The green color stands for agriculture and the country's natural wealth, while the white symbolizes peace and unity. On the same day, Dr. Nnamdi Azikiwe became Nigeria's first Governor General, and later in 1963, he became the country's first president when Nigeria became a republic. Independence Day is celebrated across the nation with joy, pride, and patriotism. The main celebration takes place at the Eagle Square in Abuja, where the president gives a national address. The event usually includes a parade by the armed forces, cultural displays, school performances, and traditional dances. Many schools, communities, and organizations also mark the day with activities such as debates, dramas, and essay competitions to help children understand the importance of Nigeria's freedom. The celebration of Independence Day reminds Nigerians to appreciate their history, cherish their unity, and contribute positively to national growth. It is a time to reflect on the nation's journey so far, the achievements, challenges, and dreams for a brighter and stronger Nigeria. In essence, Nigeria's Independence Day is not just a public holiday. It is a symbol of freedom, unity, and the collective strength of the Nigerian people. And that is what we have for Independence Day in Nigeria. We just spoke about the struggles of Nigerians in the 1940s, 1950s to celebrate Nigeria's independence. And this morning we've told us about what independence is all about. It's not about the holiday. It's about reflection, about the struggles of our heroes past.
Yeah. And now you can now see the importance of the Independence Day in Nigeria and why it is very important for us to take that particular day just to respect, to celebrate the growth of Nigeria so far. I mean, 1960 is a long time coming, and we definitely have to celebrate. So now for the word of the day, can you guess what the word of the day is? But before I go to the word of the day, we have a comment on our Facebook page. One of our listeners, Awoyale Boluwatife, says, "Good morning, ma'am." Good morning to you too. Good morning to you too. How was your week been? And thank you very much for tuning in to Kiddies Arena this morning. So to the word of the day is spelled INDEPENDENCE. That seems long. INDEPENDENCE, and that is pronounced as independence.
We are lying together.
Yes, we are. That is pronounced independence. The meaning is the state of being free from control, influence, or support of others, the ability to act, think, or live according to one's own choice and principle. Just like Nigeria, that is now free from the colonials, and now we have our own principles. We can choose our own values. We can choose our own people. We have influence and support of others. Now, synonyms of the word independence: self-reliance, autonomy, freedom, and individuality. That is the similar in meaning. Words that are similar to independence: self-reliance, autonomy, freedom, and individuality. And now to the antonyms, that is opposite in meaning: dependent, submission, restraint, reliance. Dependence, submission, restraint, and reliance. Now to the example sentences. Number 1, true independence often begins the moment you stop seeking permission for yourself. True independence often begins the moment you stop seeking permission to be yourself. Number 2 example sentence. Luan's craft became... I was about to say this, we could liken this to our story of the day, Forged to Silence. Luan's craft became a declaration of independence, not from others, but from doubt. Then the last example sentence this morning: independence isn't isolation. It is the courage to walk alone until someone understands your direction. Independence isn't isolation. It is the courage to walk alone until someone understands your direction. And that is the end of the word of the day this morning. I hope you've gained one or two things and you also had fun on the show with me. And do not forget our story for today, titled Forged in Silence, and also the grammar segments talk about determinant, and current affairs will talk about the Independence Day. And now word of the day also is independence. Guys, our time is running and it's fast spent already, so we have to wrap up now. And then you make sure you make it a date with me and join me next week Saturday again for another interesting and exciting episode of Kiddies Arena on Radio Afinjo. And while you are at it, do not forget to follow Radio Afinjo on our social media platforms at Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, X, all at Radio Afinjo. I will not get tired of telling you that that is the only station with an impeccable dimension to broadcasting. My name is Tolulope Awoyale. Sophie, was a parting word on the show.
I'm very pleased to have you on the show this wonderful Saturday morning.
Yeah.
I really hope you enjoyed yourself. You learned something from our storytelling segment. Then our current affairs, determiners, the users, when to use them, and what importance they have in a sentence. And for our independence, you don't just have holidays on October 1st. There is a significance to that. I hope you've learned that as well. And to our word of the day, independence itself. So in one way or the other, you've learned something. I'm pretty sure of that. So join us next week, Saturday, 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. again for another interesting episode, exciting learning segment on Radio Afinjo on this beautiful show, Kiddies Arena. I hope to see you next week. My name is Sofiat Abidemi Azen.
All right, we'll come your way next week again. Enjoy the rest of your week. Bye.
I love you, you love me. We're a happy family.
a great big hug and a kiss from me to you. Won't you say you love me too?
I love you, you love me. We're best friends like friends should be. With a great big hug and a kiss from me to you. Won't you say you